Hi everybody, this is Moonlight, and today is 10/5/24 for the date, if you guys wanted to know, because I'm going to talk a little bit about my projects and what's going on, what I've done today, and all that jazz. First off, my project for music business is part of associating music within the fashion industry because it has to relate to our fashion career. And I want to make a dress out of two or three materials with two or same or different tones of colors to like tell the difference as like the process goes. And that is coming along well. I am going to video record myself either Monday or Tuesday, sound testing the materials just like you do mushrooms, because I'm going to go to the career center, or not career center, what's it called? It might be called career center. I'm not sure. It's the help and resources in Armstrong, or no, King Library, top floor. I'm thinking a lot right now. And they have a lot of resources for students to use. They even have 3D printers, sewing machines, photo booths, sound maker, photo and video editing resources, and like shirt prints and knitting. And they almost have everything you could think of. So I'm going to go to them, and I hope I will email them ahead of time telling them I'm coming in. So hopefully I can like video record it so you guys get to see it, and you guys get to see the experience that us as students get to go through as we're getting our resources as we're there. So I thought that would be helpful for people as well, deciding if this college is good, or do they have enough resources, or is this really helpful for students, or is it just really there so they say it's there. I think it's really good for that kind of aspect. And it's good for my project because my teacher wants to see the project, and then this way, if he wants, I don't know if you're watching, but you could see some of my videos. But yeah, it's just a lot. And my fashion project right now itself is a lot because I have to make up around 13 designs that I created or design myself from inspirations that I've seen, heard, or ideas or textiles. And we have to make a mood board and a presentation. And we have to have a textile texture representation with our 3 to 4 SWATs also on the board for everybody to feel, touch, and understand what materials that we're going to try to work with. So, that's a lot within itself, and I have to finish making all my patterns because I didn't know my facings for dresses and bodices and neck lining. Right now we are doing facings for the armhole and the neckline for the basic bodice, and we are doing 4 types of facing, 3 or 4. And I forgot we had darts on our shoulders, that it matters that when you make the facing, you have to fold those darts in when you do the facing. So I totally forgot about that. So now I got to redo it all again. And we have to make a sample dress out of muslin. And I believe I'm going to go ahead and start with at least 2 out of the 3 designs. That way they're already made out of muslin. And then the next class, I could get the other last design done out of muslin. And then that way it's already out of the way. And then if out of the 3 of the 2 that I'm going to already have done before Monday, if they decide one of those, it's already done. I just have to go get the fabric and make sure the pattern is right, and I have it labeled right, and I have it together and it's marked right, so she can go ahead and grade it. So it's sounds easy, but it's a lot of time consuming. It's a lot of work. So there's my school projects as of right now, as in what's more important than the others. The others I have going on are random, and I need to actually email my instructors at some point tonight or very early tomorrow morning about the projects for the other classes. Now, I did email a few teachers. I have not seen my emails since I last sent the last one about my group because I haven't heard anything from them, and I think that was Thursday or Wednesday. I know, bad on me. I didn't check my emails yet, but I'll get to it. It's just I already emailed somebody about the group that I have for project 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything. And I'm getting kind of worried because I already have all these other projects that are huge and that are going to take a lot of time out of the way from this project that is due Thursday in the middle of the week. So, or Wednesday. And I'm worried I won't have that full time of Monday to Tuesday and Wednesday before class starts to get it all set, to get it all done, and we all had practice, and we've all had a run through of our presentation. So, yeah, it's a lot of mindset. That's why I was trying to reach out to my group, make sure we're all prepped and everything. So, but yeah, that's a lot of schoolwork. And right now I made a pumpkin spice coffee with creamer. It's really good. It tastes like pumpkin spice latte. So good. And today I went to the apple cider festival. I'm gonna go tomorrow if they will still have it. I'm praying they will still have it because I went there just to see what they have before my friends all got grouped up together and we all went. But I should have bought the apple cider and should have at least put a donation to the performers that was there today because they're really good and I really want some apple cider. I've been missing it and it doesn't feel like fall without apple cider to me. So, yeah, I was just sad that I missed out because my friends canceled last minute. So, yeah, it was not worth it, but it's fine. We got tomorrow. I hope I get to see all them and everything. And yeah, and I think I saw a bag of someone made a homemade apple cider mix for the donuts, and I really wanted those because I haven't had apple cider donuts in years. So I was really wanting some. But yeah, that was another thing. And I went to the store today. I went to Dollar Tree and Dollar General, and everything is cheap right now. So if you want to go. And I bought these Halloween erasers because I like to be festive for school, let alone anything else. And this is the bat with a little bandana. This is a skeleton. It's green and it looks like Frankenstein because the hairdo they give him. And just these little nicks on the side. It looks like the little bolts he has. This is the blue one. Yeah, they're eraser caps. They all are. So this is the jack-o'-lantern that I saw. I really like this one. And this is the owl. I thought this one was really cute. And you know what? It matches my mask. I didn't realize it matched, but yeah. So I thought those were neat. And then I got pencils. Call me crazy. I know I already got a lot of writing utensils. I swear I probably have enough for next 20 years. But I had to get these because they're Halloween. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So this is the first batch. And these are sprayed off. So if you hear it stick to me, I'm sorry. But yeah, the little eyeballs, the checkered black and orange, And then these ones have like little trick or treats. They have the lollipop mummy, pumpkin, and a cupcake holder, a cat lollipop. It's just cool. And then this is just like Halloween candy, like the little heart candies and Halloween colored wrapper, and then the corn, and yeah, it's just there's a lot of cool stuff in these. So I'm gonna open these, but and then there's this one, purple and white spider webs, and then this one is kind of like a Halloween cauldron with a skeleton kind of thing. And then this is writing. This is black and white writing. It says, boo, wishful thinking, like witchy. And then there's a frightful night. There is, let me see. There's midnight, happy Halloween. So it's just like Halloween sayings. And then I thought these were cool. This actual pattern on this pencil is from the Raven book. I don't know if you guys know about the Raven story from like the Grimm books or anything. I don't know. But I love them. I read them a lot. I hear them a lot. And this is like one of the color and like texture things that he talks about in the book of Raven. And I thought that was cool. That was just really cool. I had to get it. And then this one is Spooky, the eyeballs for the two O's and Spooky. Bats. This is pumpkins and a haunted house and spider webs and bats and jack-o'-lanterns. And then this is just like a Halloween checker. So I thought they were really cool. And they all have different colored eraser tips. They all, yeah, I thought that was cool. So, but yeah, I'm going to open them. I'm going to get them set. I'm going to pick my 4 favorites or 5 and put them on these. So they're already set. So when I get my pattern stuff all done and everything, they're already done. But yeah, I thought these were really cool. And then I went to Kroger and I was surprised. The original coffee creamer that I normally get when I get a coupon for it is only like $1. It was really good. $1. And then tax made it like $3. So our taxes are high here. But yeah. So, happy holidays, everybody. I hope y'all have fun. These are my pants. They're warm, they're fuzzy. They're meant for winter, but I wear them around fall, so. But yeah. I'm gonna set up the ones that I don't want to use right now. And then I really want a Raven. I think that is cool, the Raven. Yeah, and this one. That's just neat. The checker and this one. And this one. Okay, I picked my pencils. And I'm gonna put our afternoon siren's just going off, so if you guys hear something high pitch, sorry. That's cool. No. And then I picked this one. And this one's gonna have a skull. That's just neat. And then this one, for this, I'm just picking randomly, so. And this one for the bat. And that one kind of works out because at the beginning of the Raven story, there is a bat that comes out of the attic that, like, flies out of the room. So that's cool. But anyway, these are my pencils I'm going to use. And right now what I'm going to do is work on my patterns. And you guys will see that process because I'm using this floor. Unless you guys can't see on the floor. But, so right now I have my past patterns all laid under the table. So past patterns, they're just my patterns from the past that I've made. And I need to work on them, tweak them a little bit, or fix them up, you know, just normal stuff. Because I haven't had time to do anything about that. So I'm going to work on those after my project, because a lot, unless I can use something like this. But I'm going to cut these up to show the pattern shape, and I can actually get the hole through the pattern, not just have it like this. So, yeah, I mean, I would leave it, but there's just so much paper that I don't need. I may just cut it down just shorter and then just move the hole on the actual pattern. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then since I don't have a pattern hook myself, I'm going to put them with these, because these are the muslin to go with these patterns. So I'm going to put these together with them, and then whenever I get free time, like break or something, or a really good weekend that I'm not doing anything, which is rare, I am going to re-put these on the mannequin and see which ones fit and don't fit, why, and then fix it, you know, and do all that. So, yeah, I'm going to cut all these up to fit. And these are patterns on oat tag. These, I'm not worried about the design because these are just simple, whatever. But these are just paper, pattern paper on oat tag. Oat tag is almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a cardboard paper, but it's very flexible and it's very thick. There's two colors. Normally there's green and tan, or tan and peach, or tan and brown. And they're to support the pattern so it doesn't wrinkle or anything. And then if the paper starts to, you know, disintegrate from use, it's still there. But yeah, that's what these are from. And I'm hoping all my patterns turn into this because it's really nice. But if not, I can use the folding method for patterns and make my own envelope for each one, which is even more time consuming. So, yeah, this is all extra pattern paper and this is empty. And I'm hoping I can use this to put my extra pattern paper in so it's not all just hanging around and I don't know that I have it. Like, I just figured out I took half a bolt of like paper and I didn't know that. So I'm going to lay them all out, have them flat, and then I'm going to roll it nicely so they're not wrinkled or anything, and then put it in this tube. So I'm going to start cutting this up. And I do not have the pattern punch holder myself. So for now, I'm just going to cut these out. I need scissors. Don't mind my room. I have so many projects going on. It's ridiculous, but it's fine. I'm going to leave a little bit of space on this because I don't know which ones are right or wrong. And this isn't straight, so I'm guessing this is the one that was just rough draft. So I'm going to do this. This isn't a design either, so most of these are just simple. I could have used it, but it's not worth it. So these to lay flat, normally you have a pattern presser, and it can either add heat to the paper and it can flatten it completely, or you can literally take an iron of fabric, supposedly, I haven't tried it myself, and lay it on here and just iron it like you would fabric, and I've never done that. So I'm just going to lay these out before I fold them. I'm going to fold them later tonight, and I'm going to put one of my art boards on top of all of it so they can all flatten over time. So for right now, I'm going to put it under this table so they're all together. And yeah. This is a bodice front, and this is with 3 different sizes from the original fitting piece for the pattern. And technically in industry, you want to go by manufacturing size and then go up or down by size. But me, myself, I like to make the practical sizes and then have an extra pattern with the different size change. That way you have the original, because you can always take the original and add like a 1/8, or you could adjust the side or the shoulder. You know, you can do that, and that's what I'm going into industry for anyway, so it's hard for me to do this now. And because that's a lot more work I have to do later. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that that is a thing in industry. And I don't know why these two are together. I think it's so they don't get lost, but the edges are getting really bad. So I guess I will keep them together. That is a designal piece, so don't copy that. Think about it. And this is supposed to be a truing sleeve. This is simple. You're supposed to like make different sizes. I haven't gotten there yet, so we're just gonna flatten it as well. we're gonna cut this one out. Not to the fit because this one isn't marked or anything. So this is what we would call a raw rough draft. Because it is not even close to finish to send anywhere or to a person to understand what it is or what it's for. This is another fitting. This was sizes 10, 6, and 8. So they're just not written on here. Yeah, sometimes I did run out of time to write what was important. So... because towards the end there, I ran out of time to really work on my project. I was only giving a 3-day notice to design, make pattern, and to make a sample of the project, and then to make the finished project, and to have your textile representative of your inspiration that it came from, on top of filling out your information sheet. So... yeah, after that experience, I don't want to not sleep with anything not done. You know, that's scary. But yeah. I'm cutting it this way because this one isn't labeled. And with the change in sizing, you would want to you want to have these hung. You wouldn't want these folded. And if you did want them folded, I would prefer thicker paper because this is just not going to work out this way. So set those there. Okay. Okay. Nothing in there. So I got all this paper for my project. Okay, so I'm gonna start working on my project now, and let's see what we got. We got a lot of paperwork. I need to print this. Ah. I don't know what this is. Yeah, put it there. I'm gonna put this here. But okay. So this is the size of what our textile and inspiration board is supposed to be. I am not ready for this because I have no idea what to put on here. my designs are based off of wedding and business because I want to make a dress that could be business casual, but I also want it to work for wedding. So I made 4 different sectors of 6 designs on each sector for each thing, and then the last one was like the mix together, so it'd work, and then that way I could just pick 3 from. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know what to put on here yet because I was inspired by my experiences and what I know and what I could make in a short period of time. So now I gotta think about what I want the fabric to be, the color, and where I want the inspiration from. So that's that. Let's see. This is my flat pattern book. I still have notes in here and stuff. Oh, this is my collar that I made. I totally forgot. A mandarin collar, you have to have like 3 pieces and sew it together because she told us to take a collar and design it in your own way. You couldn't just make a collar. And then once it came to the final project, she's like, that's not a collar. So, I don't know. I guess I wasn't told enough. But, yeah. I always felt like I was left out of the loop because when she talked about stuff, I was not there. So, yeah, I thought that was weird. But, yeah, so these are my projects. We stopped at page 20. That's easy to remember. And let's see, I need to get slips for this. I actually have them out somewhere. I don't remember where. They're somewhere here, but I don't know where. Maybe they're in here somewhere too. This is my ironed stuff that's folded. Don't ever do that. It'll crease and press and permanently have the folds in your material, but I had to do it, so sorry. Bad example. Scrap. What has happened here? Okay. So this is all part of this mess. Okay. And this, let's go over there. And this is this. This is that. And this is this. Oh, these are those. And here they are. Whoop. Okay. These I'm going to use for my portfolio for my projects because I'm going to start putting everything together for my portfolios. So that way people are like, where's your portfolio? Here. You know? I don't know what you require for a portfolio, but this is what I've done. So, yeah. Just saying. Okay, these are for the designs because she did not give us any particular guidelines, so I'm going to make mine a little more clean so you don't see the mannequin through it. I just think that's right. And then here are my ruined patterns. So I gotta go into the lab tomorrow. Take these in there. I guess what I could do is get my project together. Take these into the lab tomorrow, even though they're just clean. And work in the lab tomorrow. I don't know how else to put it, but because I gotta make 2 dresses, and then we gotta sew it together, and then yeah. So, and I don't think she's having us have a requirement of sewing our like sample muslin together from making the patterns, which I find weird, but yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we ran out of time for it because everyone was stuck. She didn't give good guidelines on a few things, and everybody was confused what she wanted, and we were trying to ask her clarification on it, and she was everywhere about it. So that was one thing. That took forever. Okay, so I'm gonna set you guys on the floor because I think that would be better for you so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. And you don't feel like you're just there. Ah, there we go. Okay. You won't see my face, but you're on the floor and you can see what I'm doing. So it's upside down, by the way. So flip it or just don't care. But this is draping basic bodice foundation. So she gives us these grid lines of like the grading grid over here, and then for the points, and then this is the guidelines for the project. But the main problem that we're having is like there's like packets and stuff that she gave us, like this tips for giving critique. This is for our presentation, and there's like a few things on here that will go against this, or there will be something on this that's not on this. Like, for example, there's something in here that said that for this part, for the project, you only have to have 3 textures or 3 swatches. On here, it says you have to have like 4 to 8. So, and on here, it says you have to like have it in your binder project thing. And then on here, it says you have to have it on like something else. So, it's very conflicting, it's very confusing, and it's very messy, and it makes me want to go die. But it's okay. We are all learning together what is what. So, yay. So, basic bodice foundation. Oh, this is the grading for the mannequin. I need to write that on here. I'm gonna get a pencil sharpener. Hold on. See if this one works. I just found it. It's supposed to be electronic, so we'll see. It's not working. Sorry. I don't support battery brands or anything, so sorry. But, let me go get some batteries, if I have any. cool box. I have everything like battery wise, electronical wise in there, so yeah. Let's see, negative, positive, this on. It's not spinning. We'll just do this. I'll do it over the trash can because I don't think I have batteries strong enough for this. Because those were brand new out of the box and it's not spinning. And it's not broken. Let's see. I don't think I got any others. I don't think I do. Light bulbs. There's some more. I need to get the lights out. I don't know I have any. They're just in here. We'll get these into the walls. Okay, sorry, there's a lot in there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, sorry, I got startled. Let's switch them, maybe. Oh. Spinning a little. I could put those in my lights if they're not like strong enough or whatever. Ow. Snap my nail. Yeah, I think these are just weak. Oh wait, there's these. Oh, that didn't even make it. Let's see. are Chinese batteries. Oh, goody. Not doing anything either. So these are weak. So I doubt these would do anything because these are the same brand. I know there's a tab, but my thumb hurts. Okay. Yeah, none of these are strong enough for this. So I guess this will go home, or yeah, this will go home because this will be nice to have in my office and my business. And then I guess these will just be good for lights. Hey, that made it. Okay. Have these. They're still wet on the inside, and I've done everything to them. Maybe I just don't know. Here's shoestrings. I need to put shoestrings on a pair of shoes I have here, so I'll see which one works better. Okay, quartz. I try to keep all this together, but I've done so much that it's hard to. This is for the light table. I will actually need that for the thing. Ah, no, that's not good either. Oh my gosh. These are earbuds. Okay. These are all my earbud set stuff. So, that was just bad. Just in general. I'm gonna get these untangled so I can use these later because I need some more lights around here. Okay. There. What's this? This is for something. I think this is supposed to be for lunchbox or the other. This is a spare charging cord. Those need change. What about these? Those are fine. Okay. So do that later tonight. But since we just put them away, did we? Oh, I don't have these anyway. I'll have to add these to the list. Well, there goes that. That's my neighbors, by the way. Yeah, they're very loud. And they're just opening cabinet doors. So that tells you that much. So I gotta go hunt for another pencil sharpener. And I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Because this is good. Oh, yeah. I gotta put it in a microwave, though. Okay. I'm gonna go look for a pencil sharpener. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to use this metal pencil sharpener. I'm gonna take my mask off as you guys can't see my face. So. But, I'm trying not to knock anything over or anything, but, oh yeah. Alright, so, we are going to start going through this. I'm gonna sharpen this pencil. Yeah, the things I go through to sharpen pencils. I gotta have my clipboard. Sorry, guys. I gotta grab this from behind. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna sharpen this. I'm gonna use this container for now for my shaving crumbles, crammies, whatever you want to call them. It's for my weights, but it'll work the same. And if my teacher yells at me, I'm not using a blade to sharpen my pencil. Sorry. My blade is in your classroom. I can't bring stuff from school to my apartment. So too bad. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna just set that in there, so. Yeah. Okay, so this is from the mannequin drape grading. Mannequin drape grading. And I don't know what I got on it, or else I put it on the sheet. So, at some point I need to look that up. But, oh, I should put, simple bodice and skirt. Aligned. And this is half. Half bodice and skirt. That sounds weird, but it's from center point side. So it's half, it's not a full bodice piece like what Della had us do, which was torture. So, yeah. And I say torture because, I mean, it really wasn't. It was just, it was more time consuming, I felt like. Like this, you could have gotten this done within a week, I feel like. So, if it wasn't for all the confusing, like, guidelines, and if she told us, like, it helps too when you're in the classroom if you had a paper with all, like, the timelines and due dates and whatnot of what you want done, so we have an idea of how much time we have, and if we need the extra time, you know, fine, but we need a set guideline for what the teacher is expecting, because now, in this class I feel like we're so confused on the guidelines and the directions because there's so many conflicts going on. We don't know what she's expecting because I don't think she expected this many, like, conflicts. But she's a good teacher. There's nothing against her. But I'm not trying to make her feel bad, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, so, let's see. I need to write my name on this. Sorry if you guys could actually read my name. I don't want you guys to know it, but, sorry. And I don't want you guys to just not know it. It's not that. It's just, I don't want people that I've never met in person to not know it, because that, to me, that's just cringe. That's why I go by Moonlight. Moonlight is actually a name, one of a few that is going to be given, so, I mean, who cares? And I think that's going to be my second, I felt it loose for some reason, but I think that's going to be my secondary name for my company. Is either Moonlight or the Moon Shadow. And not to give it away or anything, but yeah. This eraser is making it hard to, like, grr. If this is, like, too boring, like,
I like working with music. You guys can put your own music to enjoy it more, but if I put music on my phone, you guys are gonna hear it go beep 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 beep, because right now this is like the time I would be on the phone with my friends or be on the phone with my instructor talking about the projects and like how we're feeling and if it's the good time span for the project and everything, just so they have a better idea on how to better it for the next semester. So not to make it sound weird, I just realized some people may take that wrong. But this would be the time that you take your work and go to campus. So, but me, that's hard for me to do because this is. So, I have to do it this way, which is nice. And also, it's nice for the instructors because most instructors aren't really on campus. They live far, far, far away. So that's even harder on them, which I kind of feel bad because I feel like if you're an instructor like that, I feel like you should have capability and more flexibility on something like that. I don't know. I think you should. Oh, if you guys know about the hurricane, I don't know if this is true, so don't take it as true info because I also get a lot of fake news through this. That's why I like to read the newspaper and whatnot. That's why you see a lot of newspaper. But anyway, Hurricane Helen. There's 2 twin boys that are found dead from the hurricane. And they were also dead with their mother. So that's sad, but I'm glad they weren't just left or lost. You know, that would have been terrible. I'm texting a friend. I guess I missed a call. They tried to call saying that they were trying to reach out to me. So, but anyway, so this is for critique. I wish I could put those sticker labels on here on these because these are gonna stay together no matter what. These are gonna. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm just organizing my papers right now, so I know what is what. So this is critique. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's put this in one of these as like an active project because it technically is. And we could put purple in here. Let's do that. Because this is going to be going to school here. So it's going to be Jeremy and I won't be able to have it in my apartment. And yeah. Yeah, okay. And let's see. Draping project description. This is this. This is this. This, yeah. Sorry, I'm making sure I got everything. Concept for final draping design. Definition of a design concept. So this is the design concept. That's part of this. And all of these are my designs. So please don't copy at all. I wish there was like a right or something as a student, but I got a sneak peek, sorry. And please don't copy those. This is the facings for vest, jackets, and puff facings. So if you got a puff jacket, this is how to do it, which is cool. I'm gonna keep this because this is actually handy, like very much handy. So I'm gonna put this in here and have it as handy paper. I'm gonna put that in the label somehow if I can. And I'm gonna put it towards the back because I doubt we're gonna use this like now, but this would be very nice to have. And let's see. These are measurements. Know your dress form. So this is all about when you get a mannequin, you're supposed to do these bust measurements, waist, hip, and the center front measurement, center back, and then seam, side seam to center front, side seam to center back, just to make sure your mannequin is true to the form. And then that way you can avoid like when you make a skirt. If you make a skirt and it's supposed to be like 43 from side seam to center front, and it's actually like 27 something, or it could be 50, or since it's 43, it could be off by like 1/8. That way when you make patterns, you know to correct it, which actually gives you training in what is it called? Alterations. So it kind of preps you for that. This I need to print. This is a product sheet. This I have no right over it, and I can show it because everybody has same or similar set of product sheet for a student in fashion or a company. So this sheet is basically, if you guys want to pause the video and I showed it up closer, that's totally fine. I don't care. But don't read my name. I just realized my name's on here. But this is a helpful thing for you in design because this helps put your patterns together, or like the material you want to use, or if you have a finished product and you're giving it to another factory, they can actually look at this and look at the product to see how to better it, how to change it, how to recreate it the way you want it with them. Or if you have a partnership, like, okay, let's say I'm Oakley and I have a partnership with Mud. Mud is a off-brand kind of company, but if you have a partnership with them, if they signed a contract with you to make shorts that are similar to your design, but they wanted to add something to it that's would make it different, you can sign that contract to them, and you would send this with your design pattern and your product, either finished or also with a sample product like muslin, and then they would look at it and tell the difference and see what the difference is compared to their product and what they want to do. And normally when you do this, you also make a contract for them to sign that you don't, like, it lists things that you don't want them to not do. Like, don't copy my original pattern, but you can add a certain pocket. Okay. And you would just give it as apparel contract to that, you know. So, yeah, that's part of that. I'm just letting you guys know. So, yeah. But we use it as a grading grid, so we know what we're looking at, what we're learning, what we're doing, what we're working on, and so on. So the teacher knows that we're actually working, not just bullshitting the whole thing. Sorry for language, but there's that. This is model form preparation. So this is the same with the mannequin. It's just the other packet has more of your measurements. So you would normally have these together, but I'm just going to put them separate because this is reference, and then this has the measurements to my mannequin in the studio right now. So, and my mannequin, it's sad because I don't want to say it's my mannequin because you don't keep it at all. The school keeps it. So, yeah, that's sad. So, if anyone for my birthday would love to buy me a mannequin so I can have my own, please. That would help. I would prefer one that would adjust sizes, not just one steady thing. And I'm gonna look at mannequins so I know what a good brand is and what isn't. I already know several, but I still want to look around. Once I find several good ones, I'll probably put it in a link or something. But oh, this is finding the cross grains. Okay, so this needs to go like here. Because even though this is a resource sheet, this is a really good resource because I forget even time to time. It's hard to tell with some fabrics. Like, yeah, the ideal is looking at the material and seeing which way is stretchy, but going by that method, that's not always true. So finding the cross grain is looking at the weave of the knit or the fabric, and depending if it looks skewed or bowing, you could tell which one is off grain or grain or on grain. But yeah, methods of joining seams. Oh, this is draping. So this is for more like shoot, what do you call it? Like pinning stuff together. So this will go with this because that's also important. And I'm keeping all this together just because, like, you never know if you're gonna need it. And what I'm actually probably gonna do, these one sheet things, I'm probably gonna tape the top of these shut just so I don't have to pull them out or anything. But I'm gonna do that later, I think. Someone messaged me here. And oh, it's just someone sending me a photo of a bar. It's called Dick's Highway. They just thought that was funny and it's by a highway. But anyway. I need some leg room. Legs getting stiff. This was my notebook and it fell apart. So I gotta take these notes and redo them into another notebook. And I gotta actually find my notebook for this class because the sheets are everywhere. So I gotta do that. And I think for this class, because I didn't realize in sewing, no matter what type of class you're doing, even illustration or an art class, you want to keep it together, especially if you're a fashion designer, because you're always going to reference everything. And I'm not just saying, well, you're going to want to learn and keep everything up. No, I'm saying you actually will reference everything. Like, no joke. This is the pattern stuff I got to recreate. So I'm gonna actually not the skirt, it's just the bodice, but I'm saying this now because I didn't think I was going to need my stuff from flat pattern and construction. Like, my teachers actually were trying to help and they gave us guide sheets and stuff, and I was like, well, this is just something I have in my brain, you know, because I've sewn for so many years and stuff. I know this is just common sense. Well, no, you're gonna be told so many different things you're gonna forget because there's just so much going through your brain. So I will suggest you keep everything together, and even if you think it's stupid or dumb, do it. I'm telling you. So yeah. And I really, really, really highly suggest, if you're really wanting your own company, to look and research more stuff even outside of class and put it in your own binder that you're going to use, because you're going to need it a lot. And it will help you in the long run. It's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound mentally disturbing, but you are going to need it a lot. Fit analyst. Oh, this is fitting. So when you look at clothes, when you put them on the mannequin, you know what to do if something doesn't go with your form. Which is the last thing, so it needs to go right here. I thought it was gonna slip. Ah, I'm so sorry. I kind of want to take these papers apart out of the packets and just put them in here, but that will never work. And then that way it'll all be taped shut and you know. But no, it will not. Okay, this is another thing I gotta write on. This is I'm gonna put this up here. Miami University, Oxford, Ohio, Boyd Hall. Always put your hall on paper, because even if someone doesn't know where to go, like if you lose this, they know what hall to take it to, you know. Fall 2024, and always put the semester and years so someone would know if it's really important or not. Drape concepts presentation. This is part of this. I'm going to die. Drape concept. These are two different things, but they're for the same thing. I think one is like for the binder, and then the other is for the actual presentation, which I don't care. Maybe I should print all these off now that I'm thinking about it, because at least if I print them off, I have them here. And then, yeah, I think I'll do that. But let me organize it first. because I just realized when we do the presentation, she's gonna take away our binders, and I need it for my work. So she just made this a little harder on me. It's fine. It's okay. Everything gets a little harder time to time. Let me cover my writing stuff. Sorry. This is the pattern that I need to work on. So let me put this here. This is what I need to do to my stuff. I wish I had an iron here so I could just do it here. I didn't realize how much you use an iron for sewing. This is part of the facings. That's right. Okay, this is facings as well. I gotta get all that done too for Monday. Okay. Complete pattern label. Okay, this is the labeling. So this needs to go right here because this is so important. Yes. Right here. Oh wait, we don't have class Monday. Did she mean Tuesday then? She must have, because she said Monday, but it's Tuesday. Oh my goodness. I think we're all tired. It's okay. It's fine. That's cool. So I need to write these out. This is my notebook that, yeah, it's still together somehow, but the cover just came off, and then a few sheets fell out, and my notes are all unorganized, so I need to re-put these together so I know what I'm reading. And yeah, I feel so bad for this notebook. It was really cool, and yeah, so let me see what all this is, since everything is organized right now. It's an organized mess. Put it that way. Yeah. Oh, this is all scrap paper. Okay. So there's the binder for school. I'm gonna make a cover for this too, because you always want to make a cover for everything when you present and grade, because that way someone's just not like, oh, what's this? With like, huh? Like, who's, what, why? Huh? So I'm going to make a permanent cover for this, and I'm going to tape it right here, because I want to keep everything together that I do per semester with class and the campus that I'm on, so I'm not getting it mixed up with my other school stuff that I have going on and from the past that I have. I keep everything. So you could call me a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder, but I just do that for my own stuff because I know I'm going to use it later. But yeah, I'm going to make more coffee. That was amazing. That was really good. You guys know. Okay. Oh. Maybe a little more pumpkin spice in there would be okay. I don't know. My back hurts. Oh, it snapped. It's fine. It's okay. It's good. So, for this stuff right here, how do I explain this? So, these, I don't want to show my designs, but, if you guys never heard of Corkies are just like printed off like mannequin things like this. You guys can see it from there, but and pause the video. I just don't want to show it too close to where you guys can really see my design. But Corkies are just like a little mannequin, okay, type structure, and it's bold, so you know the right, kind of like the right precision of the design for the male or female stature that you want to do it for. Now, I want to say want to do it because in industry you choose, but for class you do not. You are more towards the women, and I hate it because, like, who's really gonna, do it only for women all the time? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's weird, it's different, it's just not fantastic. So I'm going to use this paper. This is from last year, and I just need to use it. So what I'm going to do is take tracing paper. I don't know why I have all this out. Oh, because this is almost empty, and then, okay. So I'm going to take tracing paper. I'm going to take a Corky. I'm going to put it under here. I'm going to draw them all out. And then I take the tracing paper, put it on the drawing paper. I draw the design over the Corky when it's under here, because you can see it under here if you draw the Corky on tracing paper and it's bold enough and it's dark enough. And then that way, once your design's on here, you can draw the rest of the Corky, even with hair and stuff, on your own. So, and then Bristol board. This is really good for supporting anything that you need for a Corky drawing. So let's say you draw out the Corky in pencil, and instead of doing it on drawing paper, you want it on Bristol board so it's more supportive, it is more clear, and it's more clean. You can literally flip it over and retrace it with your pencil and then put your design on it. And the thing is, this would not matter for these Corkies because these Corkies are not positioned in any way that it would be like a mirror reflection. So I may actually do this, but I really want to save my Bristol board for my business designs. And I think I'm going to do that with the designs that I don't get to make with like school assignments. So I'm going to put it on drawing paper with tracing paper. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do next, is working on that project after I get all these printed, because I need to actually separate all this. So if she does take this, I'm not missing out on anything. And I think this time I'm just going to take a printer paper and draw on it permanently, and then like write on it the class, the year, my name, and then, well, my name would be down here. I want it more fancy. And then I'm gonna, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because last year I just took a photo and printed it off and then just wrote over it. And it does not look, I mean, it looked better than not having anything, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with this. So I'm gonna go get another binder. I'm going to pull out my printer just a little bit so I can get that set. And then you guys can see the difference in printing if you guys want to. If not, that's totally fine. I know printing is boring, so, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of money. So, it's a lot of money because the ink, if you think about the ink. But, anyway. Yeah, and then that way these are like still clipped together for her, and then me, I can have these separate back to back because she has it where they're blank. So if I have it back to back, I could just seal it and just flip back and forth, you know, like, oh, it's easy peasy. So I'm gonna do that, and that means I'm gonna move my pencils and my threads and my candy. I am all in like the Halloween stuff right now. I am in Halloween mood, Halloween everything. So I have all my stuff together. Okay, I'm gonna change the pumpkin spice scent. It smells so good in here with the pumpkin spice. But I'm gonna change it to the other incense I have. I want to see what it smells like in here. Because the pumpkin spice smell is going away, so. I want to see what this one smells like. It's supposed to be the new incense for the dragon blood. Dragon blood smells really good, so. It's almost like a skeptical cauldron smell, and it's just really good. But yeah. Okay, this needs more water. I gotta make more water, guys. So. Let me make more water. I think you guys have seen me make more water. Like what I mean by it. If not, it's I take my Brita. I have a Brita filter thing that's like a almost like a pitcher, and you just yeah. So. I'm gonna also make my list real quick of things I need to get that I forgot. Because things are so cheap right now, it is worth it. Where's my... Sorry. Okay. Cereal, milk, coffee, pumpkin spice. I'm not crazy about it. It's just if it's cheap right now and it's worth it, I'm getting it because I need coffee. Because I use it when I stay up 24/7. And then there was something else. I forget. Oh. There we go. Okay, so. Printer, is it on? Do I need ink? Do I need to go get ink? I don't know. I haven't touched this thing in a very long time because I found another way to print paper off that if it's like outside and wherever your body is. There's no point in me printing it when it's just gonna keep being germy, so I use Hawks Landing's printers, and let me tell you, they're really good. It's worth it, but oh, I need this out more. Will it reach? Oh yeah, okay, because I am going to use the top scanner, and I need paper. Oh shoot, let me go get printer paper. Hold on. I don't have printer paper. Okay, I got printer paper. I forgot printers take paper. Oh, that smells so good. Okay. Here's printer paper. Oh. Sorry, did I like... No. I don't know why that got moved over. Oh, photos. That's right, photos. Okay, I was like, huh? So, take this wonderful thing, put it down, and print. We'll see how well this goes. If this gets boring, just do whatever you want, but yeah. Oh, that's so good. More coffee means more flavor, so if you guys didn't know that. What I'm probably gonna do is get my illustration supplies together as that prints. And then that way I can go ahead and be set to start that after this. This is a lot for a designer and everything. So, if you guys don't know what we do as fashion designers, that is totally fine. What we do is basically take the I need another binder. I forgot to go get one. Basically, we take the concept of making and constructing clothes as a design process, and that means we draw the design, we illustrate it. That means taking either Corky or just drawing your type or your own draft of a person or animal or whatever you're wanting to design onto that thing with the hair, the color, the texture, the eye color, the shoes, the jewelry, whatever. It's not just a design. A design is where it's just on a plain Corky, which is a plain figure without hair, eyes, whatever, and it's just a design on that. Now, we take that, and then we take what we know from flat pattern or how to make patterns into a working process. So it'll actually be wearable and usable. And then from that step, we actually try to create it. And then from there, we learn from our mistakes to improve it even more. So but yeah, there's those. That's one good explanation of it. And this is not an ideal binder for portfolio, but for right now, it is good. For a portfolio, you will want a 5 to an 8-inch binder. People will say that is really thick. Well, you want a binder. Well, you could have two if you want, I guess. One portfolio and then one working binder, which means you'd have two 4-inch binders, which is totally probably better. But you just have to keep referencing back and forth. And I'd rather have it in one big placing. But it also depends on your work environment too. But yeah, that's all that. And I just wanted to say thank you, Dad, for buying me notebooks. I didn't realize I was gonna start using this for my fashion. So what I'm probably gonna do, since this is really sticky still from the tape, there's like a bundle of notebooks together that he got. It was really cool, and I thank him a lot for that. But it's still sticky, so since I'm a designer, I'm going. I think you guys already know what I'm going to, but I'm gonna design the front and the back for Pacifically Design, because I'm gonna have to also use this for my two fashion studios and illustrations and my final graduate class to get my degree. So I'm going to design this so I know this is Pacifically Fashion Notebook. And I think I'm going to structure it out as I go through the years by little tabs on the top. So yeah, thank you, Dad. But I didn't know I was going to need it this soon, so thank you a lot. I didn't think because I have a lot of loose paper, but I'm running out of binders, and part of it is because I left a binder at home that I could be using right now, but I need to separate everything, and I think I'm going to do that over summer, winter break, depending on how bad the winter is. I may just do it over summer, I don't know, but we'll see. Summer and spring. So yeah, I'm gonna use this for my notes wherever they went. I'm gonna right here, so they're not on this loose paper. This loose paper, I use it for projects and straight up notes in class. If I forgot a notebook, I at least have this in a folder, but this is from here, so I just had this out because I didn't know if I had another notebook or not. So, but I forgot my dad did that, and thank you a lot. So what I mean by putting this back to back is you can take a slip like this, put this one in first, or if you're someone that wants more simplicity, you put it back like this. See? Since it's only two, because there's nothing on the back. So kind of like this, and then just slip them in, which this way doesn't work most of the time for me, and then voila. And then you could tape it shut and never have to take it out. But me, what I like to do, I like to do this. Because it just works a lot better for me. But you guys can do either way. And then I put it in here. And before I do, I normally tape it. So I need to find some tape. Let me do that real quick. Hold on. Let me... show you guys the differences between tape before I end this because I didn't realize this video is almost 2 hours. So I'm going to do this in parts. This is going to be part 1 of working at home. But this is cheap tape. You see how dull this is? And I mean, it's not really cheap. It's a finer tape that rips very easily. And you don't want that on this because if these papers start, like, if someone took this binder and threw it somewhere, these papers can actually start hitting so hard on the piece of tape inside the slip that it actually cuts it open, and you would never know because there's other pieces of the tape that are still contacted. So what I like to use is this clear tape. It's so clear you guys can't even see it really, but this does nothing. It holds it so well. It does not cut, it does not fray, it does not do anything unless it's over a certain age, like 15 years or older. It'll start yellowing and like brittleizing, but that's just plastic, just in general. So use this tape if you're gonna like tape these closed, but yeah, just FYI. And how I do this, I try to do it in one piece, but it's so hard for me to do it that I do it in 2. So I just estimate by looking, which I've done really well with gesturing. So if you're not that great, you can measure and then measure your piece of tape. But I line it up on the edge of this piece, not all the way to the edge, just to the middle of that side thing. And without trying to get the whole piece of tape on one side, you want part over, like the side. So on this side, it's a little more than half that's stuck to the slip. And then this side, it's open. So when you crease it over, downward, very smoothly. It's very hard to do, especially with plastic. I've done this so many times, I know. It's a struggle. But you fold it over to seal it. And if there's ripples, retape it because oxygen will still get in there. But yeah, that's how I do it. This one was like a bad example, but because I have to have 2 for this one. And if you do 2, you want to do the same thing, but you want this edge over the edge. That way it vacuum seals itself. What might help too is flipping it over like this, pressing down, and then pulling it over. And yeah, tight. Look at that, that's smooth. But I'm gonna have to redo this side to reseal that side, so. It's easier to do it in sections, and doing it in sections actually helps seal it more better. But, yeah. And this will last, like, forever. Like, unless you literally did something so wrong, it won't. But yeah, and then that's how I tape them shut. And then, I use my nail to make sure it's all sealed. And then I just put it in my binder. And what you can do, you could take one of those tape labels and label it on here, whatever this is. So when you go to reference it, you're not like, what the heck is this? And then have to read the whole thing to understand it. So, like, I don't have any right now. So what I would do is take a sheet of paper. Where'd my paper go? You could take either a sheet of paper, lined or whatever, or you could take paper like this or tracing or Bristol board, I'm probably going to use Bristol board more just because it's almost like a card and it's going to last even longer. And where's my scissors? I know I just had them. Ah! Where'd they go? Oh, okay. Ah! Sorry. And you could take a ruler. I had a ruler out. I don't know where it went. Oh, I'll use my pattern ruler. You guys will see that. But, this is a pattern ruler. This is from class. And you could tell the Lysol has really... But anyway. Don't get mad at me, instructor, if you're watching this. But I'm so sorry. Pencil. You want it straight. If okay, it's okay if not, because you could always work on it. But this is what I do. I'm gonna make 3 rows to cut. And then if you want specific measurements, this is a good way to do it too. But since I don't care, because each label is going to be different, I'm going to mark every 2 inches. Because I write pretty small, so no one can just glance at it and be like, oh yeah, she has this. I'm going to use this, or whatever, you know. Because people are just mean like that time to time. And then I'm using the line that I drew along with the measurement line to make sure this is straight as well. And since this ruler is by 2 inches as width, I can literally draw on both sides of the ruler. I don't have to worry about anything. The only thing is I hate when these rulers start slipping because your line's not straight at that point. So then you get something like this. If you want to do it this way, you don't have to. And then I'm going to cut like at this line right here. So the whole thing is off. You guys don't have to do it this way. There's multiple ways to do this, but this is just one method I like to use out of many. And I like using Bristol board for something I'm going to use forever because it will never disintegrate, especially if you use cleaners or whatnot around your products. So, or materials that will help disintegrate thin material more faster over time, like cotton. Oh my goodness, dry rot, that is so bad to experience. And then these lines that I drew vertical to you, I'm going to cut. So these small ones, this is why I love using Bristol board too, because these small ones I keep, and then these are going to be my tabs, like I said in the notebook. I color these and I write on them, and I can put them this way or this way depending on the notebooks, but this one I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to tape it, and this is how I label it per semester or section in my notebooks. So just FYI, there's multiple ways to do that, but that's just my way. And these, just for now, I'm going to put in this because this is never going to go away. So, yes, I appreciate my mom for getting me the pattern weights because I really needed those. I didn't realize how much you use those a lot, like a lot. So, thank you. And after you cut all those lines, you're going to cut these lines that are horizontal. And just so you guys can have a break, I'm going to take the videos from today into sections so you guys can take breaks and everything. And then I can start cooking. So you take, each one's going to turn into these. Right now they're all into like these little card things. So I'm going to cut those out here soon. I'm going to put them together. But these, you can take one of these and you can tape it literally right here after you write on it. And me, I tape over it so no, it's sealed just like the thing here. But I'm going, you could do this with colored ink or whatever, but I'm going to use a pencil just for time's sake. And this is jacket and vest linings. So I'm going to put jacket and vest linings, fall 2024. So I know when I got it. Miami U, so I know where it's from. And then I'm going to also put reference sheets. And then I'm going to put my name so people know. And I'm going to put my finger over it so you guys know how I write my labels. I put my finger over my name. But this is how I write my labels. Most of the time we're smaller. And then I just tape it on using clear tape. And I tape it this way because this is going to be permanent. So it's half taped right now. And then I'm going to take another piece. Like what I mean by half, so you guys understand more. It's open at the bottom, but closed at the top. So I did it half vertically. Or horizontally, sorry. Sorry, my brain's it's getting there. Hit it, Kit. I need something. I'm gonna get some coffee. Okay. So there's that. And then this is completely waterproof. So even if you're working with someone and they have water and spill it, your paper's going to be safe. That's why I like doing this. This is why I love doing this. And it's going to last even longer. Like very long. Like my teacher even did this and she's had her stuff for over 50 years. So it lasts. And if you need to make prints out of this, you could totally print it. And if you don't want this, you could literally stick a sheet of paper over this with tape behind it so you could just peel it right off. So yeah, this is how I set up my binders and stuff for everything. And I'm gonna quit this video here. And next is gonna be part 2. And you guys will be able to see everything else. Like you guys will see these binders done. I'll flip through and show them so you guys get an idea on how they're set and everything. So you guys, it'll help you, especially fashion designers that are going to Miami. So that way they know like what to expect, what is important, and they know how to set up their stuff. So when they do go into industry immediately after school or during school, your graduate year or your junior year, FYI, and that way you can start using it for your work process. And that way you're not getting your schoolwork mixed up, because I'm getting my school reference homework done and mixed up with permanent reference. So this will help me too along the way. But as I keep learning, I'll give you guys more tips. I'll show you guys what I'm doing with my projects. I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys have any questions, always put it down in the comments below. I'll try to get to those as soon as possible as I can. I got so much going on. Just be very patient, even if it takes me a long time. Just be cautious of that. And if you want more notifications about new videos coming up, just click the notification button below, and you guys can get as many videos as possible as I post them. But see you later. Have a good day. Bye.